Hello, let's look at the main disadvantages of the Hyundai Santa Fe 4. 2-liter turbocharged gasoline engine with direct injection with a capacity of 235 horsepower, G4KH. The gasoline 4-cylinder engines available for the 4th-generation Santa Fe before the restyling also belong to the older Theta 2 family. This is either a naturally aspirated engine with direct injection with a volume of 2 4/10 of a liter, or a 2-liter turbo engine. These engines are related, equipped with a chain drive of the valve timing mechanism, and do not have hydraulic compensators. They were equipped with a 6-speed automatic transmission. These engines are widely discussed on the internet. Due to several dozen videos, it is believed that they are prone to bearing failure and require major repairs. The turbocharged G4KH sometimes has problems with the destruction of piston elements under the oil scraper rings. However, in reality, the vast majority of such engines pass more than 400,000 kilometers without problems, without opening and replacing the timing chain. Valve adjustment is mandatory if the engine runs on gas fuel. 3 5/10 liter gasoline engine with distributed injection with a capacity of 280 horsepower, G6DC. Rarely, the 4th-generation Santa Fe was equipped with a 6-cylinder engine with a volume of 3 5/10 of a liter, which was used in the 2 previous generations of this crossover. The G6DC engine has a light alloy cylinder block. The camshaft drive is carried out by 2 chains, and there are no hydraulic compensators in the valve drive. On the 4th-generation Santa Fe, this engine was combined with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is a reliable engine, but dirty radiators can lead to overheating and piston ring sticking. Engines after restyling: 2 5/10 liter gasoline engine with distributed injection with a capacity of 180 horsepower, G4KM. 2 5/10 liter gasoline engine with direct injection with a capacity of 194 horsepower, G4KN. 2 5/10 liter turbocharged petrol engine with direct injection with a capacity of 280 horsepower, G4KP. After the restyling, Santa Fe received completely new power units. There is no sufficient statistics on their malfunctions yet. We will tell you everything that is known about the design and possible problems. These engines belong to the Theta 3 series and represent a deep modernization of Theta 2 engines, in which their weak points have been eliminated. The manufacturer called these engines Smart Stream, although it is unclear which stream we are talking about. 4-cylinder gasoline engines after restyling are still equipped with a 6-speed automatic transmission. The engines before and after restyling on Hyundai Santa Fe cars differ significantly. It is safe to say that pre-restyling Santa Fe models used power units inherited from the previous version. The cylinder blocks of these engines are light alloy, with lightweight cast iron liners installed during casting. The valve timing is driven by a thin-tooth chain. The Theta 3 engines now have hydraulic compensators, an intake manifold with variable geometry, and an oil pump with 2 performance levels are used. There are versions with both distributed injection and combined injection, where both direct and distributed injection nozzles are used simultaneously. This scheme is used in both naturally aspirated and turbocharged engines. What is known about these engines? By an amazing coincidence, they rolled off the assembly line with defective pistons, in which the holes for draining oil from the grooves of the oil scraper rings were not through. The first to experience problems were the owners of Kia K5 and Hyundai Sonata cars. The engines consumed oil in large quantities from the first kilometers. These models received 2 5/10 of a liter engines in 2018 and 2019. There is a service bulletin indicating all the identification numbers of the cars. By 2020, when the Santa Fe was updated, the defective pistons were no longer installed. However, there is still a risk of damage to the catalytic converter due to poor quality gasoline, which can lead to the formation of ceramic dust that damages the cylinder walls, causing scuffing. 3 5/10 liter gasoline engine with direct injection and 300 horsepower, G6DT. 3 5/10 liter turbocharged petrol engine with direct injection with a capacity of 380 horsepower, G6DS. The new 6-cylinder engine with a volume of 3 5/10 of a liter from the Lambda 3 family, also called Smart Stream, is rare. It has a light alloy block with cast iron liners. The gas distribution mechanism is driven by 2 chains. Hydraulic compensators appeared in the valve drive, and the injection system is combined. The injectors are located both in the cylinder head and in the intake manifold. This engine works in tandem with an 8-speed automatic transmission. No problems with it have been recorded yet, but in our country it is rare. 2 2/10-liter diesel engine SmartStream with a capacity of 202 horsepower, D4HE. Another engine in the SmartStream series is a diesel. The old cast-iron D4HB engine with a chain drive has been replaced by the D4HE. It is equipped with a light alloy cylinder block with cast-iron liners and a belt drive for the valve timing mechanism. One turbine with electromechanical geometry control, dual-circuit exhaust gas recirculation system, 2-stage oil pump, 2 balance shafts in the cylinder block, electronic thermostat, vacuum pump combined with the oil pump into one module. All this is located under the crankshaft. The crankshaft itself is offset by 5 mm relative to the vertical plane of the cylinders. Fuel system manufactured by Bosch with electromagnetic injectors. 2-liter diesel engine with a capacity of 186 horsepower, D4HA. There have been no serious problems with this turbo diesel in 3 years of operation. However, early models were prone to cracking of the high-pressure exhaust gas recirculation heat exchanger along the weld, which resulted in the formation of soot. This heat exchanger is located at the front, above the engine, under the decorative cover. The low-pressure circuit of the exhaust gas recirculation system takes in cleaned exhaust gases immediately after the catalytic converter and the diesel particulate filter. If the catalytic converter is removed, soot can enter the intake through the compressor impeller, the intercooler, and then into the cylinders. In this case, it will be necessary to disable the low-pressure circuit of the recirculation system and reprogram the engine control unit. For diesel Santa Fe with a 2 2/10-liter engine, SmartStream engineers have provided an 8-speed pre-selective transmission, the so-called robot. As part of the recall campaign for the SmartStream 2 2/10-liter engines, steel fuel pipes were replaced because a leak could occur at the connection above the plastic timing belt cover. Diesel fuel could get under the cover and onto the belt. Automatic transmissions. The 6-speed automatic transmission A6LF1 is familiar from the previous generation Santa Fe. It is designed for the weight and power of the corresponding Hyundai and Kia models, does not tolerate aggressive driving, slippage, and off-road. It is recommended to change the ATFS PIV oil every 50,000 kilometers, which, combined with careful operation, allows the gearbox to travel more than 300,000 kilometers without major repairs. Partial replacement will require about 6 liters of oil. The oil filter can only be replaced when disassembling the transmission housing. Aggressive driving can cause differential failure, and dirty oil can cause hydraulic system failure and clutch wear. The 8-speed automatic transmissions A8LF1 and A8LF2 have not caused any serious problems on the Santa Fe yet. However, there have been cases of the torque converter lockup clutch failing during the warranty period, as well as warranty replacements and repairs due to jerking and the appearance of chips in the oil. If the 8-speed transmission jerks when decelerating during shifting into first gear, it is recommended to partially change the oil, set its level correctly, and reset the transmission adaptations. Careful operation and oil change every 50,000 kilometers are recommended. ATFS PIV oil is used. The filter is located behind the hydraulic unit. 2 2/10-liter diesel engine with a capacity of 200 horsepower, D4HB. The 8-speed pre-selective gearbox D8LF1 is used on the restyled diesel Santa Fe. It is equipped with a multi-plate clutch, operating in an oil bath and an electric oil pump. 2 types of oil are poured into the transmission. WDGO1, 3 5/10 liter, for the mechanical part, and WDHO1, 2 5/10 liter, for the mechatronic part. 2 oil filters are installed, one inside, the second on the valve body. The oil should be changed every 80,000 kilometers or more often. The first version of the 8-speed pre-selective gearbox for Hyundai and Kia had some shortcomings. There were cases of warranty repairs and reflashing. Now it works stably and does not fail en masse. All-wheel drive transmissions of Korean crossovers still face the problem of moisture and dirt getting into the splines of the intermediate shaft, connecting the gearbox with the angular gearbox and the axle of the right front wheel. If grease is not added to this splined connection, it must be applied. This is usually done at specialized service centers. Dealers, as a rule, do not perform such work. To service the splines, it is necessary to remove the angular gearbox. The fourth-generation Santa Fe inherited a problem from the previous model. The rear axle clutch drum cracks along the weld seam connecting it to the hub, which contains the splined bushing. High-quality welding of these parts allows you to eliminate the problem without replacing the expensive drum. It is recommended to renew the oil in the gearboxes every 80,000 kilometers. The front and rear gearboxes are filled with API-GL5 transmission oil with a volume of 500 to 700 grams. DTF1 TFO870 oil, about 400 grams, is poured into the rear axle clutch. The brake system of pre-restyling Santa Fe is not effective enough. Brake discs and pads could be larger. Pads wear out quickly, after 20 to 40,000 kilometers, depending on driving style. Overheating leads to deformation of brake discs. These faults were often fixed under warranty. On pre-restyling fourth-generation Santa Fe's, a strange noise or rattling sound can sometimes be heard from underneath the engine while the engine is running. The source may be the pipes running along the left threshold under the plastic protection. There are fuel, brake pipes, and a urea supply pipe there. They can be insulated with a soft material to eliminate the rattling. Fuel pipes can also make noise in the area of the engine shield. The spare tire on the fourth-generation Santa Fe is located in the rear overhang of the body, as on the third-generation model. The problem is the same. The cable mechanism for lowering and raising the spare tire can become stuck, making it impossible to detach the wheel from the bottom. It is recommended to lower the spare tire at least once a year, lubricate the cable, and return it to its place. The suspensions of the fourth-generation Santa Fe, before and after restyling, are structurally identical, but the part numbers differ. The levers, steering knuckles, and stabilizer rods are visually similar, but the subframes and stabilizer torsion bars are different. Ball joints before and after restyling can be replaced separately. The suspension of the fourth-generation Santa Fe is generally reliable. However, on restyling models, the rear shock absorber supports and the shock absorbers themselves were replaced under warranty due to knocking. There are practically no complaints about the quality of the body paint. Sometimes rust spots appear in places where stones have damaged the paintwork of the roof down to the metal. Over time, weak traces of corrosion may appear on the door moldings along the thresholds. In any case, the fourth-generation Santa Fe is equipped with a 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Before the restyling, the most common engine was a 2 2/10-liter engine, less often its 2-liter counterpart. If there was an automatic transmission, it was always 8-speed. The main headlights of the fourth-generation Santa Fe are located in the bumper, quite low and vertical. Owners note that in slushy weather, dirt completely covers their glass, causing the headlights to lose their effectiveness. Headlight washers are not provided. If the headlights fog up, you can place silica gel packets in them to absorb moisture. Access is possible after removing the top cover of the headlight. Santa Fe has problems with the trunk servos. After 3 to 4 years of operation, they begin to work intermittently and can completely fail. During the warranty period, they are replaced with similar ones, but the problem may return. The reason is a break in the wires with a rigid and inelastic braid. Some craftsmen offer wiring repair. On pre-restyling fourth-generation Santa Fe's, a creaking or rustling sound sometimes appears in the area of the window lifter control panel on the driver's door. The problem is solved by removing the unit and pasting it with a material that eliminates creaking. Sometimes the clicking and squealing noises come from the steering column area. Dealers have fixed this problem by replacing the steering column under warranty due to bearing wear. Also under warranty, the play in the driver's seat was eliminated. Washers were added to the point where the seat was attached to the crossbar. That's all for now. Subscribe and see you soon. Pre-restyling diesel engines have a cast iron cylinder block and a chain drive of the valve timing mechanism. These engines are rightfully considered reliable. No serious system malfunctions have been identified. On the third-generation Santa Fe, there were cases of cracking of the cylinder head in the area of the glow plugs. But on fourth-generation cars, such problems were not observed. However, sometimes there were defects in the return line of the injectors, the tubes connecting the injectors to each other. These malfunctions were eliminated as part of the warranty service. Sometimes diesel engines start making strange noises under the hood. It is unlikely that this is related to the timing chains. It is recommended to check the generator overrunning clutch and the crankshaft damper pulley. Also available on our channel is a detailed review of the D4 HB turbo diesel engine, where all its features are revealed. 2 4/10-liter gasoline engine with direct injection with a capacity of 188 horsepower, G4KJ.